founder of Healthy Seminars. I'm a practitioner of Chinese medicine, and I'm also a chartered accountant, a CPA. So I get to wear two hats, kind of a business hat, and I'm in the trenches like you. I have a practice, and I run Healthy Seminars, Integrated Fertility Symposium. And so today I'm going to share some tips and tools. But before I do that, I just want to do, as usual, our housekeeping to let you know what's happening in and around in the Healthy Seminars world. We're going to drink from our cup of knowledge. So I'm going to take a drink here and hope I can fill up your cups today. I just want to let you know that what we've been doing here, this is called the Community Unity Immunity Lecture Series. So this is what today is. If you go to the Healthy Seminars website and you click on resources, it will take you to the Community Unity Immunity page. We're filming this on February 1st, 2021. And so you can see what we kind of have available to you in the calendar. And the lectures during the week, the Community Unity Immunity lectures, these are free as live webinars. And then if you miss this, or if you miss the live webinar, then you can always subscribe to the community library. And in the community library is where you can watch recordings of this lecture and hundreds of other lectures. So I'm going to see if I got the right link here. And I'm going to take you to the community library, I think. Yes. So here's our community library. And on the community library, it's based on subscription. And what we've done is we've taken all the archive of the community lectures that we've been hosting Healthy Seminars for the last couple of years, plus all the lectures we did when we were called Medagogy, when we had that free website. And we've added them to the community library here. And again, it's available for a membership price subscription. There are no CEUs for these community lectures like today. They're just for the love of learning. And I do want to let you know, I'm going to see what the count is as of today, February 1st, but we have quite a few lectures on there. So we're at 179 lectures. You can do the search function and look based on topic, or you can look based on instructors. And we've just added a load of lectures that you can enjoy. And so I just want to let you know about that on the community website on Healthy Seminars. On Wednesday, February 3rd, Sandra Grasso is going to talk about sticking it to the skeptics. She's going to talk about new insights on acupuncture for polycystic ovarian syndrome and women's health. She's going to talk about the research. On the weekends is when we have our CEU PDA approved courses. So the Community Unity Immunity lectures for the love of learning, no continuing education credits. And then we do have CEU PDA approved courses that you can see listed on our calendar events. Something to highlight that I want to make sure you're aware of, because it's a popular lecture every year. Lillian Bridges is doing her Metal Ox forecast on February 10th. So you'll have an opportunity to download her written forecast that we have for you, that she's created. Plus you get to listen to her 1-hour lecture on her forecast, and she'll also stick around for some Q&A. Again, if you want to watch that free, then attend on February 10th. If you miss the February 10th date, it will go to the community library and be available for subscription. And then also I want to let you know about Ed Neal. We're doing a live replay of Ed Neal's The Innate Genes Perspective on Epidemic and Pandemic Diseases in the current COVID-19 situation. It was an excellent lecture. People asked for a replay of it. And so Ed is going to be there for the live Q&A. So we're going to replay the lecture we recorded in May, which was excellent. And then at the end of that lecture, you get to interact with Ed, because he'll update you on what he knows now, what he's seen, and there'll be an opportunity for Q&A. So you can sign up for that for free as well. If you miss it, you can subscribe to the library and watch it for free. Watch it with your subscription. Our next CEU course is this weekend, February 6th and 7th, with Hamid Montakab, an excellent course on mental health issues. So I just wanted to let you know about that. If you have a Healthy Seminars account and you're trying to get to the community library, when you're logged in, you click on My Account, and on the left side, this menu comes up, and you'll see there's a menu bar. Go to Community Library, and if you click on that link, it will take you to your community library, okay? And so that's how you can easily access it if you have an account on Healthy Seminars. All right, let me get started with our fun lecture today. Post your questions. Sandra and Lorne will be moderating those questions for you. So I want to share why this lecture has come about for today, and who I am for those that are new and maybe don't know who I am. First of all, on a Facebook page, one of our Facebook community pages, a student of Chinese medicine made a post about, let's talk about money. And it was based on her post that there's an amazing discussion. And then I thought I wanted to share my perspective on this because I thought it could help you as a practitioner so you can have prosperity and abundance with integrity and help more people that need your services. And I'll read what she said in a moment. And so you can see how this kicks off what I'm going to talk about. Myself, my name is Lorne Brown. I have a Bachelor of Science. I am a doctor of Chinese medicine. I'm a fellow of the American Board of Oriental Reproductive Medicine. I'm trained as a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a certified laser therapist, and I'm a member of the Obstetrical Acupuncture Association. I'm a member of that as well. And I've written a few books, one of them being Missing the Point, Why Acupuncturists Fail and What They Need to Know to Succeed. And as I mentioned there, I used to be a chartered accountant, a CPA, and I run AcuBalance in Vancouver, and I've run a couple other businesses, and they've done fairly well because it has nothing to do with me per se. It's just the principles and my mindset that I share. So let's get started, and let's talk about first the post that I thought was brilliant, beautiful, and honest that's going to start this discussion. So she goes, let's talk about money. I hate money. I hate capitalism. And I hate the for-profit medical industry complex we have to work with if we want to get this amazing medicine to people who need it. That being said, I know I need to work on my relationship with money and how I feel about it if I'm going to be an effective healer with career longevity. I love it that she has this intuitive sense that this belief system is interfering with her opportunity to be successful in the field of helping people. As I push through the last few months of acupuncture school, I'm starting to work on this in therapy, and it's wild how difficult it is. Anyone else feel similar? How'd you work through it? Books, podcasts, resources, recommendations, solidarity, gifts, etc. Then there was a whole bunch of written posts, and then later she edits and says, wow, this blew up. Thanks for all these amazing, thoughtful responses. I appreciate you all who took the time. It's difficult navigating a career change like this, as I used to be a socialist anti-capitalist, and I'm grateful to all those who are on the same wavelength as me sharing your stories. I think it's important to keep talking about ethical anti-capitalist business practices, and I hope to continue those conversations here with you all. And so I wanted to deliver a talk that I always do a variation on, what I wish they taught me in TCM school. And I'm going to focus today on mindset, because that's what this discussion is, mindset, our relationship to money. And I'm going to share with you, hopefully by the end of this lecture, why mindset is the key. It's the starting point. It's the sprout. Now I want to set up the following intention, the intention that this lecture be simple, powerful, and effective. And simple is the key here. That's my claim to fame. That's what I like to do in life in general. Things need to be simple. However, I do subscribe to Einstein's quote here, make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. So you can only distill it down so far before it loses its effectiveness. So I want it to be simple, and I want it to be powerful and effective. And that's the concepts I'm going to share with you now. Just a few concepts in this time that we have together. And I'll remind you that because it's simple, it's at risk of being ignored or being dismissed altogether. And so that's the downside of simple. I want it to be simple, but there is a risk of it being ignored and dismissed. So it really starts with mindset. And Thomas Jefferson has this quote, nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. The reason it starts with your attitude or with your mindset is because your behaviors actually flow from your beliefs and attitudes. So your actions are always going to be congruent with your beliefs. So if you want something, but you have a subconscious programming interfering with that, you will end up self-sabotaging yourself. I always think of like Tiger Woods, great athlete, a golfer, had the financial success. He had the praise and the admiration of his fans. He had a lovely family. He had that trophy wife, and he sabotaged it all. Probably because he was running a program that I don't deserve to have it all. And when you're subconscious, your subconscious is always looking for congruency. So if it believes you don't deserve to have it all and you're having this awesome life, you will unconsciously, it's not that he wanted to do this, but you unconsciously will often sabotage yourself. So your subconscious becomes congruent with your external environment. So your actions are always congruent with your beliefs. And when there's a conflict between your heart and your brain, your heart wins, your heart being the subconscious. So when there's a conflict between your subconscious and your conscious desires, your subconscious will always trump your conscious desires. And we learn in consciousness work that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And so you're using the outer world only as feedback on what is really going on in your inner world. So if you're really struggling and suffering on the inside, if you're really struggling and your environment does not seem to be right, we have to go inside. It's an inside job. So often we try to go work on the outside harder. And with consciousness and manifestation work, it's an inside job. It's changing our vibration. It's changing our frequency. It's changing our programs and our self-talk. It's doing the meditative work inside. And when this starts to shift and you start to change those programs, I think you're actually changing your subconscious programming. That's my hypnosis background thinking. Then you start to perceive the environment differently, and you see miracles sometimes where the environment actually changes. And so it's so much an inside job. And this is where mindset comes in. And now I want to address it a bit more. We're going to get to the money attitude in a moment. Before we get to the money attitude, I just want to share why